What's up, Grumpies? This is your commish, the Bathroom Bandit, here to do the Week 7 recap. Week 7. Um, Week 7 was a week of all blowouts. The closest game was a 19-point victory. That was my game, my matchup versus Ashkins. Everybody else was plus 20. No games came down to a real Monday night football or anything like that. By Sunday night, basically all the games were pretty much determined, other than old school, who needed some huge performances on Monday night. So it wasn't anything close. He needed basically a miracle, and but that was it. Other than that, everybody else was done by Sunday night. So you see too much chatter in the chat room on Monday night, like we normally have. So the first matchup, Bathroom Bandits versus Ass Chins. Ass Chins, the powerhouse, came in 5-1. He had Kyler Murray with 52 points, huge performance, and then he had his next highest score with 16. Two guys with 16, the kicker and the defense, and he had a bunch of dudes that scored 10 points or less. Let me count: one, two, three, four, five, six of those guys. So it was fairly easy, even though Cam Newton gave me -1. Yes, Cam Newton, -1. 98 yards passing, 19 rushing, no touchdowns, 3 picks. Got snatched after the third quarter. Belichick tapped him on the shoulder and said, "Hey, man, you're done for the day." So even with Cam's -1, I was able to pull off the victory thanks to my magnificent wide receiving core. D Hop, Chris Godwin, Keenan Allen all did their thing. Todd Gurley continuing to show why he got traded to Atlanta as a workhorse running back. 2 weeks in a row, he scored over 20. So I was able to pull off this victory and improve to 3-4, and the Ashchins drops to 5-2. Next matchup, we got the Twat Waffles versus Belichick's Hoodies, and this would have been a real close game if Belichick's Hoodies running backs showed up. But hey, let's face it, he had Miles Sanders injured, so he didn't get to play. Leonard Fournette was on the bench, and Kenyon Drake got hurt. And so he only gave him 4 points, and Cam Akers gave him a big fat 0. This game was determined by 31 points, so who's to say if those running backs gave him a decent game each, not even a great game, just a decent game, he could have won this game, but they didn't. So that was the deciding factor. Matty Ice gave Twat Waffles 24. The kid James Robinson just keeps on rolling with 32. Kareem Hunt gave him 20. Devontae Adams 48 points. Most of that damage was done in the first half. I think damn near all of that damage was done in the first half. So hey, Twat Waffles, you improved to 5-2, while Belichick's Hoodies, oh, at least your receivers that you got in the deal worked out pretty decent. AJ Brown gave you 31. Could you drop to 3-4? Next matchup, Deep Pockets versus the Old Tomcat. The Old Tomcat came into this matchup 0-6, hoping to get his first W for the year. Deep Pockets weren't trying to have that shit. He had Russell Wilson with 47 points. Cole Beasley, yes, I did say Cole Beasley with 24, and Scary Terry with 22. The Chiefs defense gave him 31. As for the Old Tomcat, he had TB12, and I still call him Tommy Touchdown, because that's what the motherfucker did. 4 touchdowns. He had 52 points. Jamal Williams gave him 22, and that was pretty much it. But that's all that was needed, because I mean that's all he did, and that's all the team could give him, because he had a guy with a bye week. He had a guy that got injured, who's injury prone anyways. He had Julian Edelman, who can't run a route anymore and create separation because he's too old and he's too hurt. Hey, that was it. Gronkowski was the only one who had a decent performance for his team with 17 points, other than the two I mentioned before. So the Old Tomcat, you dropped to 0-7. Deep Pockets, you improved to 4-3. Next matchup. All right, this one is kind of. Look, I put it this way, Kingpin, consider yourself lucky. I'm not saying that you're lucky because you got a lucky team. You got a great team. Honestly, you do got a good team. But this is a lucky matchup this week because Paradise Mike, as most of us know, and maybe not all of us, but at this point, I'm gonna just tell y'all, Paradise Mike sent a message to the league, and he said he'll no longer be participating because he has bigger things to worry about right now. We all know he's dealing with, I think it's his mom with cancer right now, and that basically is occupying his mind. So he just can't focus on football right now, fantasy football. And we understand. Our prayers go out to you. Like you say, we love you, man. Wish you the best with your mom. Hope she pulled through. Um, but I understand that this just is not a focus right now. So this was his last time setting his lineup, and he didn't set his lineup. I'm quite sure based on if his mind was clear because he left a lot of points on the bench. So from this point on, between Maddie and myself, we'll be setting this lineup based on the highest projection. That's the only fair way to do it. So Kingpin, you had Deshaun Watson with 32, Alvin Kamara 24, and the 49ers defense with 26. Paradise Raiders had Derek Carr with 27, and that was it. Now, like I said, Joe Burrow gave him 49 on the bench. Chase Edmonds 23 on the bench. Deontay Johnson. All these guys are guys he normally starts. Gave him 29 points on the bench. So, like I said, consider yourself lucky, but a win is a win, man. You improved to 3-4. Paradise Raiders drops to 3-4. Next matchup, we got the Aces Wild versus Wu-Tang Clan. And normally Wu-Tang Clan ain't nothing to fuck with, but Aces Wild say, yeah, I'm gonna fuck with her, man. I'm gonna fuck with her this week. I'm gonna show her what I'm working with. Matter of fact, he was at work. He said, "Yeah, I'm gonna win again." Yeah, he told me that on Saturday night, and he backed that shit up. He backed it up. Carson Wentz gave him 38. Gibson gave him 20, and Tyler Lockett, man, fucking Tyler Lockett had a day. 200 yards, receiving 3 touchdowns, 59 points. He won this week with 0 points from Devonta Freeman. Thursday night, he got hurt very early in the game, gave him 0 points. As for Wu-Tang Clan, she had Josh Allen with 23, Tyler Boyd with 29, Calvin Ridley chipped in with 19, Kenny Golladay 19. Just wasn't enough to beat Aces Wild. You improved to 4-3. Wu-Tang Clan, you get your second L of the year. You drop to 5-2. Next matchup and final matchup of the week: Old School versus Gang Green. Gang Green had Aaron Rodgers, 38 points. Like I said, most of that damage was done in the first half. And other than Aaron Rodgers, he had like T. Higgins with 18. Yeah, and most of his players scored in the teens or double digits, and he had only 2 guys that shit the bed, and those were his 2 running backs that he was so proud of. Chris Carson and Ezekiel Elliott gave him 9 points combined. Excuse me. But Old School, like I said, this is why losing him was so frustrating because his team really is not that good, honestly. I mean, when you look at his lineup from top to bottom, his team is pretty shitty, bro. And for him to get W's, for him to even be 3-3 coming into this matchup, it's a miracle. Patrick Mahomes shit the bed. His running back shit the bed. His receiver shit the bed. His tight end, everybody shit the bed. This guy had 112 points total. So, Gang Green, you improved to 4-3, and Old School, you drop to 3-4, my friend. Anyways, hey, check it out, man. So far, so good with this COVID shit. There ain't been too many headlines. It hadn't been too much of an inconvenience since week before last. So, hey, let's do this thing, man. Get ready for next week. Your boy be back with the week 8 recap. Same day, same time. I'll holler at y'all. Peace.